Al-Qur'an, Chapter 17. Glory be to him who took his servant by night from the sacred mosque to the Al-Aqsa mosque, around which we have blessed to show him off our signs. Indeed, he is the all-hearing, all-seeing. And we gave Moses the book and made it a guidance for the children of Israel, that you should not take a proxy besides me. The descendant of those we carried with Noah, he was a grateful servant. And we decreed for the children of Israel in the book that they would do mischief in the land twice, and that they would declare great exaltation. So when a promise came to the first of the two, we sent against you servants of ours who possessed great might, so they probed through the homes, and it was a promise fulfilled. Then we returned the ball to you against them, and provided you with wealth and children, and made you more numerous in manpower. If you do well, you do well for yourselves, and if you do evil, it is for yourselves. So when the promise of the hereafter comes, they will make your faces sad, and they will enter the mosque as they entered it the first time, and they will utterly destroy what they have conquered. May your Lord have mercy on you, and if you return, we will return, and make hell for the unbelievers a prison. Indeed, this Quran guides to that which is most upright, and gives glad tidings to the believers who do righteous deeds, that they will have a great reward. And that those who do not believe in the hereafter, we have prepared for them a painful punishment. And a person calls for evil as he calls for good, and the person is hasty. And we made the night and the day two signs, so we erased the sign of the night and made the sign of the day visible, so that you may seek bounty from your Lord, and that you may know the number of years and the reckoning and everything we have explained in detail. And every person we have tied his fate around his neck, and on the day of resurrection we will bring out for him a book that he will find unfolded. Read your book, enough for yourself today. He who is guided, it is only for himself that he is guided. And he who goes astray, he is only led astray against it. And no bearer of burden bears the burden of another. And we do not punish until we send a messenger. And if we wanted to destroy a village, we commanded it to be entertained, but they disobeyed in it, so the saying became true, so we destroyed it completely. And how many generations we destroyed after Noah, and your Lord is sufficiently aware of the sins of his servants. Whoever desires the urgent, we will hasten for him therein what we will for whomever we desire. Then we will make hell for him in which he will pray, reprehensible and repelled. And whoever desires the hereafter and strives for it as he strives while he is a believer, then those efforts will be commendable. Both we supply these and those from the bounty of your Lord, and the bounty of your Lord is not prohibited. So how we have favored some of them over others, and for the hereafter there is greater degree and greater preference. Do not make another God with God, lest you sit blamed and abandoned. And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you do good to parents, either one of them or both of them reach old age with you. So do not say to them, and do not rebuke them, but speak to them a kind word. And lower to them the wing of humiliation out of mercy, and say, My Lord, have mercy on them, as they raised me when I was small. Your Lord knows best what is in your souls. If you are righteous, then He is most forgiving of those who are obedient. And give the kinsman his due, the poor and the wayfarer, and do not squander. The squanderers were brothers of the Satan, and Satan was ungrateful to his Lord. And if you turn away from them, seeking mercy from your Lord that you hope for, then say to them an easy word. And do not make your hand chained to your neck, and do not extend it to the full extent, lest you sit blamed and insolvent. Indeed, your Lord extends the sustenance for whomever He wills, and decrees. Indeed, He is all aware of His servants. And do not kill your children for fear of poverty. We provide sustenance for them and for you. Killing them is a great mistake. And do not approach adultery, for it is an abomination and an evil way. And do not kill the soul that God has forbidden, except with justice. And whoever is killed unjustly, we have surely appointed an authority for his guardian. So let him not be extravagant in killing, for he was victorious. And do not approach the orphan's money except in a way that is better until he reaches maturity. And fulfill the covenant, for the covenant is responsible. And give full measure when you weigh, and weigh with the straight measure. That is better and best in the long term. And do not stop what you have no knowledge of, for the hearing, the sight, and the heart are all for whom you will be responsible. And do not walk in the earth with joy, for you will not break through the earth, nor will you reach the mountains in height. All of this is bad with your Lord, hated. That is from what your Lord has revealed to you of wisdom, and do not make another God with God, lest you be thrown into hell, blamed and repelled. Did your Lord choose you with sons and took daughters from among the angels? You say a great word. And we have spent in this Quran so that they may be reminded. And it only increases their aversion. Say, if there were gods with him, as they say, then they would have sought a way to the possessor of the throne. Glory be to him, he is very high above what they say. The seven heavens and the earth and whoever is in them glorify him, and there is not a thing that does not glorify him with praise. But you do not understand their glorification. Indeed, he is forbearing, forgiving. And when you read the Quran, we make between you and those who do not believe in the hereafter an invisible veil. And we placed veils over their hearts that they might not understand it, and in their ears deafness. And when you mention your Lord in the Quran alone, they turn their backs in aversion. We know best what they listen to, when they listen to you, and when they resort to counsel. When the wrongdoers say, you only follow a man bewitched. See how they set proverbs for you, so they went astray and could not find a way. And they said, if we are bones and crumbs, shall we be resurrected as a new creation? Say, be stone or iron, or a creation of what is magnified in your breasts. Then they will say, who will bring us back? Say, he who created you the first time. Then they will nod their heads at you and say, when is it? Say, perhaps it will be near. On the day when he will call you and you will respond with his praise, and you will think that you have stayed but a little. And tell my servants to say that which is better, for Satan is causing discord between them, and Satan is a clear enemy to man. Your Lord knows best about you. If he wills, he will have mercy on you, or if he wills, he will punish you. We did not send you as a representative of them. And your Lord knows best who is in the heavens and the earth, and we have certainly favored some prophets over others, and we gave David the Psalms. Say, call unto those you claimed besides him, for they do not have the power to remove the harm from you, nor to divert it. Those who are called seek a means to their Lord, whoever of them is nearer, and they hope for his mercy and fear his chastisement. Indeed, the chastisement of your Lord is forewarned. And there is not a town, but we will destroy it before the day of resurrection, or punish it with a severe punishment. This is written in the book. And nothing prevented us from sending signs except that the ancients denied them, and we gave the Thamud the she-camel as a clear sign, but they wronged her, and we do not send signs except as warning. And when we said to you that your Lord encompassed the people, and we made the vision that we showed you nothing but a trial for the people, and the cursed tree in the Quran, and we frightened them, but it only increases in them great transgression. And when we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam, so they prostrated, except for Satan, he said, should I prostrate to the one whom you created from clay? He said, have you seen this one whom you have honored above me? If you delay me until the day of resurrection, I will have his offering except for a few. He said, go, and whoever of them follows you, for hell will be your abundant reward. And provoke whomever you can of them with your voice, and bring upon them your cavalry and your foot, and share with them the wealth and the children, and promise them. And Satan promises them nothing but delusion. Indeed, my servants, you have no authority over them, and your Lord is sufficient as a dispenser of affairs. Your Lord, who sends ships into the sea for you, so that you may seek his bounty, he is most merciful to you. And when harm touches you in the sea, whoever you call upon except him has gone astray. But when he delivered you to the land, you turned away, and man was ungrateful. Do you feel secure that the side of the land will not swallow you up, or send a chastisement against you? Then you will not find an agent for you. And do you believe that he will not bring you back to it another time? Then he will send upon you a storm of the wind, and drown you for when you disbelieved. Then you will find no sail for it against us. And we have certainly honored the children of Adam, and carried them on land and sea, and provided for them of the good things, and preferred them over many of those we have created. On the day when we will carry every people with their leader, then whomever is given his book in his right hand, they will read their book, and they will not be wronged for a moment. And whoever is blind in this world is blind in the hereafter, and is more astray from the path. And if they were about to seduce you from what we have revealed to you, that you would invent something other than it against us, then they would have taken you as a friend. And had it not been for we making you steadfast, you would have inclined towards them a little. Then we would have made you taste the weakness of life and the weakness of death, and then you would find no helper over us. And they were about to provoke you from the land to drive you out of it, and then they would not remain in disagreement with you except for a short time. This has been our way with our messengers. We have sent before you, and you will not find our tongue diverting. Establish prayer from the declining of the sun until the darkness of the night, and the Quran at dawn. Indeed, the Quran at dawn is witnessed. And from the night, pray with it as an additional prayer for you. Perhaps your Lord will raise you to a praised station. And say, my Lord, make me enter the entrance of truth, and bring me out from the exit of truth, and grant me from you a supportive authority. And say, the truth has come, and falsehood has perished, for falsehood was to perish. And we send down from the Quran what is healing and mercy for the believers, and it does not increase the wrongdoers except in loss. And if we bestowed it upon a person, he turns away and distances himself from his side, and if evil touches him, he despairs. Say, each work in his own way, so your Lord knows best who is best guided on the path. And they ask you about the Spirit. Say, the Spirit is from the command of my Lord, and you have been guided only a little knowledge. And if we wish, we will take away what we have revealed to you, then you will not find for you a representative over us. Except for mercy from your Lord, indeed his bounty upon you is great. Say, if mankind and jinn were to come together to produce the like of this Quran, they would not produce the like of it, even if they backed each other up. We have explained to the people every parable in this Quran, but most of the people refused, except to be ungrateful. And they said, we will not believe you until you gush forth for us a spring from the earth, or you have a garden of palm trees and grapes, and rivers will gush forth through them. Or the sky will fall as you claimed on us, or you will bring God and the angels as a tribe. Or you will have a house of decoration, or you will ascend to the sky, and we will not believe in your ascension until you send down a book for us to read. Say, glory be to my Lord, you are but a mortal, a messenger. And nothing prevented the people from believing when the guidance came to them, except that they said, has God sent a human messenger? Say, if there were angels on earth walking in peace, we would have sent down to them an angel as a messenger from the heaven. Say, God suffices as a witness between me and you, for he is well aware of his servants. And whoever God guides is the one who is rightly guided, and whoever he leads astray, you will not find any protector for them besides him. And we will gather them on the day of resurrection, and their faces blind and stigmatized, their abode is hell. That is their recompense because they disbelieved in our signs and said, if we are bones and crumbs, shall we be resurrected as a new creation? Do they not see that God, who created the heavens and the earth, is able to create like them and set for them a term in which there is no doubt? But the wrongdoers refused except to be ungrateful. Say, if you possessed the treasures of my Lord's mercy, then you would have withheld for fear of spending, and man is stingy. And we gave Moses 9 clear signs. So asked the children of Israel when he came to them. And Pharaoh said to him, O Moses, I think you are bewitched. He said, I know that only the Lord of the heavens and the earth has sent down these insights, and I think that you, O Pharaoh, will be defeated. So he wanted to terrorize them from the ground. Thus we drowned him and everyone with him. And we said after him to the children of Israel, dwell in the land, and when the promise of the hereafter comes, we will bring you together. And with truth we sent it down, and with truth it was sent down. And we did not send you except as good tidings and a warner. And a Quran that we divided into parts so that you might recite it to people at intervals, and we sent it down as a revelation. Say, believe in it or not, those who were given knowledge before it, when it is recited to them, fall down on their chins in prostration. And they say, glory be to our Lord, the promise of our Lord was fulfilled. And they fall to their chins crying, and it increases their reverence. Say, call on him by Allah or call on him by Rahman, whatever name you call on, he has the most beautiful names. And do not be loud in your prayers, and do not be afraid of them, and seek a way between them. And say, praise be to God who did not take a son and did not have a partner in the kingdom, and did not have a guardian out of humiliation, and magnify him with great veneration.